Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Mobile Home Mondays. It is your girl, Jasmine Gittens. I am here to bring you tips and strategies that you can take immediately and implement into investing in mobile homes. And today, we are going to talk about three key relationships that every wholesaler should have. So, I want to welcome you back. If you are new, welcome. We're so happy to have you. And for those who have been with us, hello, and thanks for your return. So before I jump into it, I'm just going to tag everybody, let them know that we are live right now. And Mobile Home Mondays is your opportunity not just to come learn information, but also to ask questions. So when you come on Mobile Home Mondays, feel free to ask any question that you have regarding mobile homes so that I can answer them for you and help you be able to achieve your goals of investing and getting involved with mobile homes. So feel free to post any question that you have. And guys, I want you all to make sure that you are networking and connecting with each other inside of the comments. So tap in, comment where you are tuning in from, and make sure that you guys are connecting, linking up. If you guys are in the same markets, you should be working together, doing some JV deals, right? Working together. So let us know where you're tuning in from, and let's jump into it. So I want to give you two scenarios. If you are wholesaling, I know that this is Mobile Home Mondays, right? But I do want to quickly touch on, if you are wholesaling houses, what the three key relationships are, versus if you are wholesaling mobile homes, what the three key relationships are. Okay, so let's jump into it. So if you are wholesaling houses, right, three key relationships, three key connections that you should have and should be building upon. The first one is a realtor. Okay, a real estate agent in your particular market. And you want to have relationships with tons of realtors, right? You want to have relationships with as many realtors as you can, but you want to build a solid, long-standing relationship with a particular realtor that you feel confident in being able to get homes sold, right? And the purpose of this relationship is, when you're calling these leads, right? Oftentimes, well, not often, we are actually calling them looking for motivated sellers, right? And a lot of times you'll run into homeowners who want to sell their property, but they're not looking to sell it at a wholesale price, right? They're looking to sell it at top dollar. So, in that particular scenario, right, we don't want to just throw that lead away and just, keep moving, right? It would be great if you have a realtor that you can refer that lead to so that the person can still be helped, right? You're still providing a solution. Your company is still providing a solution. So you're still providing and creating a brand around real estate as far as someone who provides a solution. Okay. So you want to have that relationship. In addition to that, if you are wholesaling houses, again, oftentimes you are selling your properties to investors, right? You are assigning your properties to investors. These investors often are going to fix and flip these properties, right? They're going to fix it up and want to flip it. And it's good to have a realtor that you can refer, that after they have renovated the properties, you can actually refer them to your realtor to say, hey, my realtor can get this listed for you, get this thing sold top dollar for you, right? So again, a one-stop shop providing solutions to all of those who come in connection with you surrounding your business. Okay, so you want to build this really strong relationship. And when you send that lead to the agent, you can actually get paid from sending that lead, not as a referral fee, but you can get paid as a lead generator for that realtor. Okay, so that's number one, is a realtor. Okay, if you are doing houses. Okay, if you are, again, wholesaling houses, the second relationship that you want to create and build is with a title company. This is very important in being able to close your deals consistently and with a company that understands what you're doing and can provide you with that particular service. So when you're wholesaling, right, you want to make sure that you're connecting with a title company, specifically wholesaling houses, connecting with a title company that understands assignments, right? Understands double closings, does those types of transactions, okay? And they're very investor friendly. So not only is it great to build this relationship so that you can close with a title company who knows what they're doing, understands what you're doing, right? Knows how to properly get the paperwork done to close the deal in time and accurately. But if it's an investor friendly title company, there's other investors who are going to this same exact title company to close deals. Okay. And you can actually build a relationship to where when you get a deal, you can reach out to the title company and see if there's any buyers that are in the market to purchase right now for a deal like the one you have. Okay, so you can tap into their audience of an already solid list of buyers who have closed on deals. So these are not just, Joe Schmo type of buyers, right? These are buyers who have close deals with this title company, so you know that they're more qualified and more serious than any other investors or any other potential buyers that you may be talking to. Okay, so this is a really, 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 really great relationship to build and to create, and it's just great. Great, you got to have it. Okay, you need a good title company to close your deals, and sometimes if you're working, again, wholesaling houses, you run into new investors who don't have a title company. They don't know who to close with. You're like, look, we're good. We're going to close with XYZ, right? Again, providing the solution and having everything lined up. Okay. So, number three. So the third relationship, the key relationship that you want to have if you are wholesaling houses is with a contractor. It's with a contractor. Now, this is important for two reasons. One, a contractor can help you with understanding the price of renovations, right? So when you are assessing your deals, you have a great understanding of the price, how to identify how much is going to cost for this particular renovation. So you can evaluate your deals accurately in order to make your offers. Okay, so this is again so that you are making accurate offers based on the renovation cost that is going to take in order to flip this property. Okay. So you have that. The other thing is that when you do decide, to assign, when you do assign your deal, right, you can provide the buyer, the investor, with a contractor, right? Oftentimes, most of the times, they already have their own contractors, especially if they've been in the game for a while and they're serious buyers. They already have someone. Okay. But again, if they're new and they're looking for some referrals, um, if you have built a good relationship with a contractor whose work you've gone out and seen, who you have gotten references from, right? And you can really see that they're doing a great job in the community, then you can have someone that you can refer to your buyers. Okay. So those are the three key relationships that you want to have if you're wholesaling houses. Now, let's quickly talk about if you are wholesaling mobile homes. All right. And before we jump into that, though, I do want to give you one bonus if you're wholesaling houses. Okay. So the three we talked about: realtor, contractor, title company. Now, if you want to take it to the next level, right, you would also want to build a relationship with a private money lender. Okay. With a private money lender or hard money lender. Okay. And this is, again, if you get a buyer, an investor who's interested in purchasing your deal, maybe they don't have, all of the funds. They're looking for funding, a funding opportunity, right? You can refer them to your hard money lender. You can refer them to your private money lender, right? And they could potentially get funding, if not for that particular deal, for deals that you may have in the future. Okay, so look what the type of service that you're providing. This is going to set you apart so far from the traditional wholesalers who are just, just got a deal, posting it, and just, letting the buyer do all the work, right? You're providing. We got the title company already. We can close with, right? Who we know does a great job. We have a realtor for you that can list your property once you finish this project, right? We have a contractor that can do the work for you, do the renovation, right? We have a private money lender who can provide you funding to purchase this project. Okay, so by you creating these relationships, you again are creating a one-stop shop for your clients. Okay, so they're going to love you, adore you, give you all of the, great testimonials and referrals. They're going to give you all the referrals, right? And this is the kind of business that you want to build. Okay. So let's move on to if you are wholesaling mobile homes. If you're wholesaling mobile homes, hello, everybody who is tuning in. We got some people. Guys, make sure if you are on Facebook, in the description, there's a little link for StreamYard, right? We're streaming from StreamYard. Click on that link and just add your name into StreamYard service so that I can see your names later as you're commenting and be able to refer to you and say hi to you specifically, and we can have a conversation. But I see we have some people in South Carolina. We got Memphis in the house, okay? We got Maryland in the house. We got Las Vegas, okay? I'm loving it. Indiana's in the house. We got some North Carolina, okay? Your girl is here in North Carolina now, so shout out to all the North Carolina and some more Maryland, okay? I know that's where I just moved from, so love it, love it, love it. And Ladybug Mobile Home Investors is in Greensboro. I love it, love it, love it, Lyra. Lyria. Okay, cool. So let's again make sure when you guys tune into Mobile Home Mondays, you post your questions, comment with any questions that you have about mobile home investing. We will make sure we get to answer all of your questions. This is your opportunity every single Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to hop on here and get free training, free coaching, ask any question so that I can help you in your journey of investing in mobile homes. And make sure you guys share where you are tuning in from so you guys can connect, team up in the comments, do some joint ventures together, be accountability partners, whatever it is. Let's make sure you guys are teaming up inside of the comments. So now, if you are wholesaling mobile homes, okay, this is Mobile Home Monday. I just had to touch on that. You guys know that we wholesale both houses and mobile homes. So I had to just touch on the houses really quick. But if you are wholesaling mobile homes, right, the three key relationships that you should consider building and creating in order to, again, set yourself apart from everybody else and create a really phenomenal business that people are excited about, thankful and grateful for, giving testimonies, and refer. Okay. So the first relationship also is a realtor. Okay. So this is the same. So you want to create a relationship with a realtor if you are wholesaling mobile homes. For the same exact reason, if you are wholesaling mobile homes, you're going to be contacting people who have their mobile homes for sale. Some of them may be real property, right? So mobile homes can be converted to real property, and they may be looking for top dollar. And again, in this instance, this would not be a great fit for you if you are looking to wholesale. So you can refer that to a realtor who can list the property, get that seller top dollar, and go from there, right? So you can again get a not a referral fee, but a fee for lead generation. Okay, a fee for lead generation. And you also are, again, just providing a great service. So everybody that you come in contact with, if they're looking to sell their property, you can provide a solution. Okay. So even if, John, right? John Doe, we're trying to call him about buying his mobile home. We're looking to get it, below market value, but his mobile home is in great condition. He's looking for top dollar. He's not in a rush. He's not motivated, right? Great, no problem. Let me get you to my realtor who is excellent. She always gets top dollar, right? She's excellent, understands this market. We work together very closely. Boom, right? Now you're building your name and your brand within the community as someone who provides solutions if they're looking to sell, even if it's not directly with you. Okay. So creating that relationship with the realtor is very, very key. Another thing is if you're buying a mobile home or wholesaling a mobile home, a lot of times this takes place when people are selling their property. Okay. So let's say it's not real property. The mobile home itself is sitting on the lot, right? It's still personal property. You're going to wholesale that thing, that mobile home, right? And it needs to be moved off of the lot. So whoever you're going to be purchasing, whoever's purchasing it from you is going to have to move it off the lot. Now, this owner, not only are they selling the mobile home, but they also want to sell the whole property. They're selling the house, the lot, like the whole shebang. It just so happens that there's a mobile home and they called you because they saw your sign or, got your mail, whatever it is about mobile home. So they called you for that. And then you learn, hey, we're actually selling this whole property. We need to get this whole thing done. Oh, great. Well, I have a realtor who can handle that for you. Okay, I can do the mobile home part, get that sold for you, but my realtor is going to come in. We're going to team up and get this thing done for you. Okay, so it is a realtor. Number two, the second key relationship if you're wholesaling mobile homes is a mover. This is critical. This is critical because a lot of the mobile homes you'll learn need to be moved, right? A good percentage of the mobile homes that you're going to wholesale are going to need to be moved, right? And in that scenario, you want to already have a mover that you can refer to your buyers, okay? Movers are a little bit, they're kind of like far and few between, right? So there's not like a ton of movers, at least in the markets that we are in, and a lot of my students have been in as well. You're not going to find like 1,000 movers, right? There's typically a small niche market. There's a few movers in the market. You want to get to know them all, talk to them all, right? And build a relationship with them all, really. But of course, if you have one that you really build a solid relationship with, so that when you get buyers, when you get a deal and you post your deal and you get buyers and the home has to be moved, your buyer doesn't have to go through the process of calling 15, 20 different movers to find one or two that are still operating, that are available, that that can actually get the home moved in time. You've already done that work, for them, and you can just say, hey, here are a few numbers, right? Maybe you give them 2 or 3 phone numbers to movers for them to call and get a quote. Okay. But think about the time that you're saving them. And again, this all relates to you building a business and a brand that is separate, that's different, that's better, better quality, right? And this leads to referrals, happy clients, right? Faster closings. Okay. If people have to go through this process, this might deter them completely from buying from you. Oh, I have to call all these movers. Maybe they call 2 and they don't realize that they have to call 15, right? In order to like find a mover, and they're over it. They're like, I'm done, I'm moving on, right? Let's find another one. I don't feel like dealing with this. Okay. So you just lost a potential sell because you did not put in just a little bit of work on the upfront. This takes one day, right? One day to call through the list of mobile home movers or manufactured transporters you might find on Google, and call them all and talk to them, see who's still operating, see who's available, right? So do that. So movers, okay? And number 3, so the third key relationship that you want to have if you are wholesaling mobile homes, okay? So we already talked about your realtor. We talked about your mover. Okay. And the last one is a handyman. Sorry, had to look down real quick. I forgot it for 2 seconds. Is a handyman. Okay. So as you are, wholesaling mobile homes, you're often going to be needing a handyman that you can, again, refer to do work, as well as utilize to be able to analyze and understand the price of renovations so you can make accurate offers. Okay. When you're dealing with mobile homes, you're more so on the side of a handyman rather than like a general contractor. Usually this is a smaller one man band, or he probably has like, one and a few other guys working with him, or just a few guys, right? So it's a little bit different. You're not really, typically going to a general contractor. However, the work is the same, right? They're renovating properties. Okay. So you want to make sure that you have these three relationships, that you've built these three relationships when you are wholesaling mobile homes or houses. Okay. So just a quick recap. If you're doing houses, you want to have a realtor, okay, contractor, title company. And if you want a bonus, right, a private money lender. And for mobile homes, it is your realtor, okay, movers, and also handymen, okay, or handyman. Those are three key relationships to set your business apart as a wholesaler, provide excellent service, and be able to get referrals. People love doing business with you, okay? So let's look at these questions. Guys, make sure that you are commenting questions that you have about investing in mobile homes, wholesaling mobile homes. I want to make sure Mobile Home Mondays is an opportunity for me to come to share information, give you strategies and tips that you can actually take and implement right away to grow your wholesaling business around mobile homes. But this is your opportunity to get free live coaching, to ask questions, share any details on deals you might be working on for us to go through and give you real-time feedback, and also connect with each other inside of the comments. Okay, so make sure, again, you are making sure that you have it, you're commenting where you're tuning in from so you guys can connect. All right, so let's see. We got Ohio in the building, Georgia in the building. And again, thank you. Great information. I appreciate it. Make sure you are clicking that StreamYard tag that's in the Facebook, that's inside the description, so that we can add you, so I can see your names and address you, and we can actually connect. Okay. All right. So we got a question here. Make sure you're posting your questions. Oh, and before I get into this question really quick, I want to make sure that you guys, if you have not already, tomorrow we have the 100K wholesaler masterclass starts tomorrow. It's a 2-day masterclass, and I'm giving you guys free access, 100% free access to this 2-day masterclass, where I'm going to be sharing with you the exact steps and details that I took to make 100K wholesaling mobile homes in just 6 months. Okay. So I'm going to lay it all out for you. Again, these are going to be real live steps that you can take right away and implement, and to be able to make 6 figures in the next 6 months. That is before the end of 2023, right? If you are cool with, and you would like the opportunity to make an extra 6 figures by the end of this year, okay, if that interests you in the least bit, you have to sign up for this masterclass that's happening tomorrow and Wednesday. Okay, it's the 100K masterclass, a 100K wholesaler masterclass. Okay, so click the link in the description, www.100kwholesalermasterclass.com, and register for free. Okay, for free. Okay. Nothing, but all you have to do is register and show up, and be able to get the exact steps and information that I use to make 100K in 6 months wholesaling mobile homes. And I'm going to be showing you how you can do this virtually. Okay. So you don't even have to leave your house. Okay. So just register now. All right. So let's get to your questions. Make sure you're posting your questions. Okay. So Mindy, hey, Mindy, I thought about making sure I mentioned the 100K wholesaler masterclass because I know Mindy is registered. So I'm excited to see you tomorrow, my love. Okay, so best way to reveal to the seller how much I'll be earning. The mobile home park manager requires the seller to complete a specific bill of sale and have it notarized, and the buyer has to initial it. I'm at the end of my first deal. Well, first of all, let's congratulate Mindy on getting this deal, right? And so she's saying that she's almost about to close her first deal, guys. And she wants to know how to reveal to the seller how much money she is getting. Okay. And this is a great question because this is one that a lot of people struggle with. And it's because, wholesaling from the beginning, like when it first started to become popular or it first came out, right? A lot of people would say, like, don't tell the seller, tell the seller that you're buying it, right? That was the approach. Hey, I'm buying your deal. Um, and then it wouldn't be to the end when you're at the closing table that they see that you're making $10,000. And then, at that point, it's like, well, so this is one of the reasons that the idea of wholesaling has become like fishy. People feel like it's scammy. A lot of people have submitted reports because people are not being forthcoming, right? So I want to say that the best way to approach wholesaling is to be honest and truthful and forthcoming with your seller from the jump. Okay. If you like, this is how we literally, when we get a seller who calls us from a sign or something, first thing we let them know is that we help homeowners that are looking for affordable housing, right? So they know, like, this is what we do. We're working with families, deserving families who are looking for affordable housing, right? There's no confusion. And when we are making our offer, we inform them, right? The buyer is going to pay us a fee for this service. It doesn't have anything to do with how much you get. At the end of the day, you're getting X amount of money. Is that okay? Right? Will that be a problem as long as you're getting your amount? No. Great. Let's move forward. Right? So that's the first thing, is to like really make sure you're being, honest, forthcoming, and the seller is aware that you're getting paid. Okay. How much, you don't know how much you're getting paid actually until you actually close the deal, right? You can think what you might get paid, but you don't know until you close the deal. Okay. So it should not be a concern. If you're giving the seller what the seller asked for, and you have your contract stating what you promised, what you said that you would be purchasing the property for, then that's all that matters, right? So don't get too caught up in like trying to figure out how to finagle what to say, or, no, here's your money, right? And that's that. Like, I wouldn't even bring it up now. If somebody says something to you, oh yeah, absolutely, the buyer paid me, this was my service fee for for helping them, right? And then keep it moving, right? So I usually, like, when I answer questions like that, like, I'll answer the question and then like just keep it moving, like it's nothing. Like, I'm not gonna, I'm not sitting here going back and forth with you about the situation. We already had the conversation. Here's the contract. Here's how much you got, or we agreed to, and that's it. Okay. So that's it. I mean, there's no, I'm gonna make sure I answer your question fully. Just, how do you let the seller know how much you're earning? You don't need to share that with them. Obviously they will see a gap in between, if you're writing something on the bill of sale and the title. All of that, those numbers should be actually what the purchase price, not how much the person is paying you. Okay, so make sure that you're doing that correctly. So your bill of sale and the title should have the price that the mobile home is being purchased for. Okay, that is being purchased for, because let's just say, for example, your the purchase price is 7,000, you're selling it for 10,000, right? You're making $3,000. I see you're in a comment, she's making 3,000. So in that case, right, we you don't want the buyer to have to pay taxes on the full 10,000, because they only paid 7,000 for the property and they paid you $3,000 assignment fee. Okay, so the title, bill of sale, all of that stuff should state however much you and the seller, agreed to. But with that being said, you can have an assignment contract with the buyer that states how much they're paying you. Okay, they're paying $10,000. That's it, right? But on the bill of sale, then you put the 7,000. So I hope that was clear. So on the contract that you have with the seller, it's going to be the price that the seller's getting. On the assignment contract with the buyer, it's going to be the price that the buyer's actually going to pay you, including the assignment fee. But on the title, okay, and the bill of sale or the bill of sale, you're going to be putting the price that the mobile home is being sold for. Okay. But congratulations. She said the seller knows I'm earning a fee from the buyer, but not how much. It's $3,000. Don't worry about it, girl. Go get your money. Do not let this deal slip out of your hands because you're fearful of the potential of your seller asking you a question, because you're actually creating this in your mind that the seller is going to even ask you the question, when 9 times out of 10 he's not even going to ask you a question at all. Okay, sometimes we do that. So you don't want to get don't get worried and flustered before you even get to that point. Let's get to that point. Okay, go get these contracts signed, notarized immediately. Do not wait. This has happened to people over and over. They delay, and before you know it, the deal slips out of your hand. Okay, the seller has moved on and is doing something else. The buyer done found a different property. Don't let that be you. Okay, this is your first deal. Get it closed. I cannot wait to hear you come back. Make sure you come back in the Facebook group and share that you closed this deal. I'm going to be so excited for you. And if you are on YouTube and you're not inside our Facebook group, Mobile Home Investing for Newbies, make sure you click the link and come on in the group for some great tips, strategies, and more free resources to invest in mobile homes. Everybody saying congratulations, Mindy. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. That you have been a great inspiration. Thank you for sharing such vital information. Peace and blessings. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much. Okay, Mindy says, and the buyer said they'll only give me the money after the bill of sale is completed and notarized. Yeah, rightfully so. So that's not a problem. Go get the have the bill of sale signed, notarized, get your money. Get your money. Okay. All right. So the mobile home park manager gave the buyer the specific bill of sale. The buyer gave it to me. Okay. So you can give it to the seller and have the seller sign and get it signed and notarized on their portion, right? You can take it to the bank. You and the buyer and the seller can meet at the bank. You can get it notarized. You can have a mobile notary come to the seller's house and get it notarized. Like, get it notarized. Get it signed and notarized ASAP. ASAP. Girl, I'm so excited for you. Any other questions? I'll give a couple seconds for questions. Okay. Derek. Hello, Derek. Hello. So he said, did you wholesale and invest in mobile homes in Maryland? If so, which areas do you recommend? No, Derek, I did not. So I was living in Maryland when we first started wholesaling mobile homes. but we decided to start virtually. So like straight out the gate with mobile homes, we started virtually in North Carolina. So we were 8 hours away from the market that we launched our mobile home, our wholesaling business in mobile homes. So I never actually started in Maryland. Again, we started here in North Carolina. We found a good market, a market that had opportunities that we loved. We utilized our method for determining hot markets, and it went crazy. And a couple months later, we moved to North Carolina. So we live in Charlotte now. This is not the market where we started. It's a few hours out. So sorry, I can't give you any insight on that. However, I can share with you that I had a couple students that did deals in Maryland that were working in Maryland, and they were in the Eastern Shore. They were like in the Eastern, they didn't live there, but that was the market that they were doing. It's kind of like the Eastern Shore market. And one of them was even doing some stuff in Ocean City out there. Okay. So I do know from students that I had that that were in Maryland that that was the area where they chose. I did look even in Baltimore. Baltimore has the most mobile homes, but I didn't see traction. I didn't see movement. I didn't see buying and selling taking place. So again, that's why we decided to start in North Carolina. Okay. Facebook user, make sure you click the link in StreamYard so I can see your name and interact with you. Do you pull lists for mobile homes? Yes, I do pull. We do pull lists for mobile homes if we're doing direct mail. For doing direct mail. Okay, so we do pull lists for mobile homes for doing direct mail. Okay, and we're just really just pulling like the manufactured homes that have been owned for about 10 years. You know, we some of them sometimes we do like 7 years plus, and that's pretty much it. We don't put too many criterias on it because they're not as plentiful as like single family houses. Don't get me wrong, there's a ton of mobile homes and there's a ton of opportunity out there for it. But because it's already a smaller niche, we don't like niche it down too much more, other than the fact that again it's been owned for 10 or 7+ years. I'll say 7+ years. Thanks for the information. You are welcome, Derek. You are very welcome. How is the feedback from direct mail? So the feedback was really good. I mean, that we did that in the beginning. We were doing bandit signs as well as direct mail. Okay, so we got some deals from the direct mail. However, we had stopped doing direct mail for a while because the bandit signs were providing us a great amount of more. It was providing us more leads, and the leads were more qualified leads. So we decided to double down on the bandit signs at that time. That's when we hired a sign placer and the whole thing to do that, because that was yielding us a better return at the time. So depending on your budget, and I would suggest deciding how you want to start. If you want to start with like bandit signs, if you want to start with some free methods that that we'll talk about tomorrow in the masterclass. If you haven't registered, make sure you register right now. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. What criteria do you have in place when selecting an area? So when we're selecting an area, we are looking for inventory, right? We want to make sure that there's enough inventory. So we're typically looking to see if there's at least 10 mobile home parks in that particular market. Okay, so if you're looking in a particular city, right, we want to see that there's at least 10 mobile home parks. Okay, and then so there's enough inventory to wholesale. And then we also are looking for activity. So we want to see at least 5 mobile homes sold within like the last 60 to 90 days on Zillow. Okay. Most mobile homes that are sold are never make it to Zillow, never make it really anywhere other than the title being transferred at the DMV. So the fact that there is some listed and there's some activity taking place is great. So we just want to make sure that there's inventory, and that there's activity taking place. And then our last thing is we're looking for uh pop markets where there's a growing population. So a quick Google search to see if that population in that city is growing or declining. Are you looking for distressed mobile homes or any mobile homes? So we're looking really for any mobile home. However, with that being said, more than likely, the type of mobile homes that we will end up wholesaling are going to be distressed or older. Okay, distressed or older. So what I mean is, like, so they'll either be distressed, meaning that they need work, they need work, or they'll be older, so there'll be like 80s homes, so they're in fair condition, but they're older, they need updating, right? Yeah, so those are typically the properties that we target more, because those are ones that are usually wholesale, right? We're not looking for brand new, you know, homes. Typically, we're not targeting those because those are less likely to be uh distressed, either distressed property or distressed seller to accept a below market offer. Where do you pull a mobile home list from? So I pull my list from listsource.com, and my students get a 70% off list source, 70% off discount with my login to be able to get access to those lists at 70% off, because they can be they're not really really super expensive, but they can start getting pricey. Right? So if you are one of my students, you guys already know you get 70% off ordering those lists, so that you can just order as many as you want for such a huge discount. Okay. um So, Ladybug Mobile Home Investors says, where do you generate your mobile home list? I have been searching Facebook Marketplace, MH Village, and Zillow. So, yeah, again, list source. So, in I want to make sure I, just give a disclaimer or just give information clarity. The lists that we're pulling on list source, these are mobile homes that are on land, right? Now, mind you, there's more mobile homes on land and private land than there are in parks. Okay, about 63% of mobile homes are on private land, 37% are on um, parks, are in parks, mobile home parks. So when you're pulling these lists are mobile homes that are on land. Okay, so we don't pull lists for if they're in a park, right? These are for mobile homes on land. Rick says, when it comes to rehabbing mobile homes, is the process faster than traditional homes? Woo wee! Absolutely, by a long shot. Yes, absolutely, by a long shot. It is much faster to rehab a mobile home than it is to do a traditional house. So, a mobile home, you're traditionally going to rehab this property and potentially even get it sold within 30 days. Within 30 days of purchasing the property. So that's like one third of the time that it typically takes for you to renovate a house. I mean, even more, because on a good day, like you're doing a 3-month renovation for a traditional, single family house. It could take more time than that. It just really depends on the team you have, what degree of renovations you're doing, so on and so forth. But for a mobile home, I mean, it could be a week, it can be 2 weeks, right? It could be 3 weeks. It depends, of course, on the degree of the renovation. But like, even for a a high rehab, a property that needs like a lot of renovations, is going to be like 30 days. Okay. And then to sell it again, it's also faster because You're dealing with, a lot of times you're dealing with cash investors, right? So these people that literally are coming in, purchasing the property straight up from you, no financing. So you don't have to go through like another whole 30, 45 days for funding and financing to get done. So it's just so much easier, so much easier and quicker. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. What is the process with dealing with an abandoned property with a mobile home on it? An abandoned property with a mobile home on it. So, okay, this happens quite often. We get people that are buying land, right? And they just purchased a house, and maybe there was like a mobile home on that lot that's abandoned. Nobody's living in it. They don't know whose it is, right? So for these specifically in North Carolina, they have to go through the process of reporting the property lost, like they go that it's lost, right? And then that so that they can get a title in their name, and then now they can sell the property themselves. Okay, so they just call the state's department, right, where there's like lost property, right? Personal property. And they make a claim, and that there's an abandoned property that they've been paying taxes on them, right? If you're paying your property taxes, and now they can actually get a title in their name, right? Because now it's theirs, it's been abandoned, and they can sell it that way. Do you cold call any of these? Hello, Daniel. No, I do. We do not do any cold calling for mobile homes to the sellers specifically. Okay, so we do call parks, but we don't. But that's completely different. I wouldn't even really. I mean, yes, it is cold calling, but it's just it is a bit different. But we don't do any cold calling directly to sellers. Is this done virtually? Yes, yes, yes. So as I said, we actually started, my husband and I started virtually. So we were living in Maryland, and we started wholesaling in North Carolina, closing deals. Then we decided to move here. So we were doing things locally and virtually at that point. But yes, you can do it 100% virtual, period. Lawrence Fletcher, how you doing? He said, I'm in North Carolina, and how can I connect with you more for coaching? So actually, I'm going to be giving everybody who joins our 100K Wholesaler Masterclass tomorrow an opportunity to get coaching for a significant discount. So if you want to get an opportunity, just register for the masterclass that's happening tomorrow. Again, www.100kwholesalermasterclass.com. I'm going to put it up on the board really quick just so you guys can see it. Masterclass.com. All right. So just tune in tomorrow, and you'll get an opportunity to work with me at a crazy discount. Okay, that's not offered like when people just come directly. So this is going to be offered just to the people that attend the masterclass. All right, let's see what the next question is. I love all the questions, guys. I love that you guys are so involved and you're ready to get started with mobile home investing. Again, make sure you guys tune in every single Monday, Mobile Home Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is your opportunity to get live free coaching, ask questions, share with me details, just like we had Mindy do on your deals that you're working on, so you can make sure that you get them done properly, get more deals done, and just get to it. Okay. And make sure when you come, you're commenting where you're tuning in from, so you guys can connect with each other inside of the group, do some deals together. Okay. So Derek says, I love it, Derek. Derek is on it. He's serious. I'm going to be looking forward to seeing you close some deals because the way you are interacting, I'm just loving it. So he said, I'm considering moving into a mobile home. Is there a list of manufacturers or builders that one should consider? Are there others I should avoid? So yeah, you can look at different manufacturers. So there are, I would say, like, each manufacturer, of course, has their own, you know, benefits, their own things that they do and things that, the others don't, their competitive edge, if you will. But even within a particular manufacturer, like if you're even just working with one manufacturer, there's typically going to be homes at different price points, right? So it depends on like your price point. So the quality, of course, is going to increase with the price. So you want to just keep in mind, if you're working directly with the manufacturer, that if you're getting their bottom tier property, there may be some things that you may want to avoid or things like that. But of course, at the end of the day, you can actually go to a lot of the manufacturers have displays where you can go to that you can go visit their office and do walkthroughs of the homes, right? So you can see the difference between each of the homes, and be able to get a better understanding of what you need for yourself. Okay. And you can just Google manufacturers in your state. Okay. You're so welcome. Hey, Joanne. She says, I'm in New York City. Is this Joanne Park? Is this Joanne Park? If it is, I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's Joanne Park. Mindy is in Chicago. In Chicago. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow, Mindy. Awesome. So I don't see any more questions. If you have, I'll give you guys like a minute, or two, just to see if there's any more questions. But again, make sure you register tonight for our wholesaler masterclass. 100K wholesaler masterclass is happening tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm just so excited to share this information, give you guys action steps that you can take and implement into your own life to be able to have the opportunity to make 100K in the next 6 months. Okay. So if you would not mind, again, the opportunity to make an extra six figures by the end of 2023, join. I'm going to show you exactly how I did it, and you will have the opportunity to do the same yourself. Okay. So let's see. I'm not sure. Somebody said no, not park. I'm not sure what you meant by that. Oh, good question. Good question. Is there a limit to the year and condition of a mobile home that can be moved? Great question. Yes. In most states, most counties, if the mobile home is older than 1976, it cannot be moved. Okay. It cannot be moved because that is the year where HUD came in and they made new restrictions and new guidelines on how mobile homes had to be built and structured, to prevent some of the things that were happening, back in this long time ago, right? 70s and 60s and stuff. So 1976 or older typically cannot be moved. So we personally don't even deal with any homes that are older than 1980. And then the condition, yes, also the condition. If the condition is just like, terrible, right? If it's about to break apart and if it moves, it's just going to break apart. You don't want to move those properties. However, with that being said, once you get a deal, and if you're not sure, you can talk to your mover, right? As far as the year goes, that's the year. But as far as the condition, you can always talk to your movers. A lot of times they'll come out and take a look at a property. Well, all the movers I work with, they always come out to see the property first before providing like a final quote, to see what tools they need, right? Well, we need extra wheels, we need an axle, like what do we need? What situation? What are we getting ourselves into? And then they can tell you like, this is a definite no. But you want to, you don't want to have your movers coming out and doing that all the time, So I would only, I might send some pictures before having them come out, and they can usually kind of give you some information on whether the condition is good enough to be moved. Which states did you start when wholesaling virtually beside North Carolina? That was it. We just started North Carolina, and we've just basically expanded in North Carolina. However, I can share with you that we were looking heavily into Texas, so that was another state that really caught our attention. We just decided to go here, and we ended up moving here. But Texas was another one that I really loved. But honestly, like there's a lot of southeast like states are really good, North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, you know on and on. Like those are some pretty good states if you're looking to do it virtually, that I like in particular. Daniel says, what tools do you use? So if you're just getting started, the tools that you'll need to use are a CRM, right? So customer relation management tool. I started out using Podio. Right now we use our own system our own CRM that we let our students use and get access to. So you want a CRM, that's the most important. Also, prop stream. So if you end up getting a mobile home that is on land, right, that's real property, you want to be able to analyze that deal and be able to get some comps so you can make an offer. So we use prop stream for that. And what other tools do we use? An electronic signer, right? So something like, excuse me, we use DocuHub, right? Something like a DocuSign or something to, be able to get your contracts signed virtually. I think those are the main systems that we use, tools that we use. All right. Looks like that was the last question. I thoroughly enjoyed tuning in with you guys and having you all on Mobile Home Mondays this evening. It was great. This was great, great, great. I am looking forward to next Monday. We have another great topic, and I'll make sure to tag everybody so you are reminded, but put it in your calendars right now. Just Mobile Home Monday, 7 p.m. Get an alarm so you come, get tuned in, ask your questions, and again, connect with others who are doing the same thing. And I look forward to hopefully seeing you guys on tomorrow. Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, free. If you haven't registered, make sure you register. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just thank you so much. You are amazing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot. All righty. Cool, cool, cool. I was just looking to see if there's any additional questions. Cool. All right, guys. That's it, and that's all. Tune in next week. I look forward to hearing from you. Okay, sorry, I got another question. I want to make sure I answer them all. What type of lending is available when purchasing mobile homes? Is the process as long as when traditional? So yeah, there is. I'm going to answer quick so we can hop off. I see everybody saying thank you, thank you, thank you. See you tomorrow. See you guys tomorrow. What type of lending? The same. So you can get like lending from a bank, just like you would with a home, but it is different, right? It's not like the same type of loan. So you have to find banks that specifically provide funding and financing for manufactured homes, right? So you might want to try like Vanderbilt, 21st Mortgage, right? These are the kind of banks that provide funding for mobile homes, whether it's in a park or in a private land. The process is shorter. I would definitely say it's shorter because I don't know why actually. It's just shorter. The longest part is that I've experienced is the appraisal, like just having the person come out and do the appraisal, and that's pretty much it. So Hope that helped you. Um, all right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. CRM, relationship manager. Customer relationship manager. See you tomorrow, beautiful people. Good night.